insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome in to another Monday edition of Beyond the Lines, presented by Wizard Sports Picks, where I am your host each and every Monday, Lock Wagers. And before we get into today's plays, just a little notes to backtrack on. In our last episode on last Monday, we did end up going 3-0. We had plays in the MLB with the Cardinals getting the win. We had the WNBA with the Fever getting the cover as well. And we also cashed our World Cup parlay. So it was a great last Monday for us. So we're looking to keep the train rolling here for Tuesday, tomorrow, where I'm going to be bringing you 4 plays. But before we get into that, I do want to remind everyone to please like and subscribe here on this YouTube video. And also be sure to check us out at wizardsportspicks.com, where you can not only see my premium plays in all sports, but you can see all of our great handicappers and what they have to offer. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now is a great time to get on board because everybody over there, including myself, is straight cash and some tickets. So do yourself a favor, go over there and check it out. So without further ado, I'm not here to waste your time. Let's get into some plays for Tuesday. Today I'm going to be chalking up 2 MLB plays, 1 WNBA play, and also we have another World Cup play that I want to give out. So with that being said, we're going to head over to the MLB first, and we're going to actually head over to the south side of Chicago, where the White Sox will be facing the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians are visiting guaranteed rate field. They're going to face the White Sox, like I said. And I think that the market is kind of giving us a gift here. I see the Cleveland Guardians listed at minus 111. So that's going to be my play there. I am going to back the Guardians there. My reasoning for here is kind of simple. I did look at both of these two teams. And when it comes down, basically with these two teams, it's going to come down to pitching versus hitting. Cleveland is the better team, in my opinion. However, I will back Parker Messick tomorrow. He's one of my favorite pitchers in the MLB. And I also like this Cleveland bullpen well more than I do the White Sox defense. When you look across the field at the White Sox, to me, they're just fundamentally broken down right now. They're struggling to find consistent pitching outside of their just the top option that they got. This lineup here is near the bottom of the majors in a few metrics like on-base percentage and hard hit rate. So I'll take good pitching over good hitting. And when you get a superior team like Cleveland at this price of minus 111, I'm going to take it. I'll be all over it. So give me the Guardians tomorrow against the White Sox on the money line at the minus 111. So for my play number 2, we're staying in the MLB. I'm looking at the Dodgers versus the Twins. The Dodgers are traveling to Minnesota tomorrow to take them on at Target Field. The books have this right now. I see the Dodgers are about a 135 road favorite, and I think that's a relatively cheap line here for the Dodgers. In my opinion, anytime I see the Dodgers listed at under minus 140, I'll go ahead and take them. This Dodgers team is an absolute juggernaut, as we all know. They lead the major leagues in batting average. They're sitting second in total runs scored per game. And you look at this lineup, and anytime you have, Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, those guys are consistently executing there at the top of that order. And then now take nothing away from Minnesota. They are a solid club. They have been playing really good here recently. And I do know that Target Field is a tough place to play as well. But this Twins pitching staff, they've shown vulnerability whenever they do play against elite high velocity offenses like this Dodgers is. I do expect the Dodgers bats to get rolling early. I don't think that the Twins have the secondary bullpen depth to keep up. and maybe they just bleed out slowly. So I'm going to be backing the Dodgers on the money line at that minus 135 price. Um, Third play up for us. We're heading over to the hardwood. We're heading to the W where we got one game. I'm going to have to call up old Kathy and let her know about the scheduling deal again. We get 4 games on Monday, but you're only going to give us 1 on Tuesday. We got to do better, Kathy. But that's not for me to argue about. We're going to go over here to the hardwood, and we have the Liberty playing the Aces. Marquee matchup for both of these teams. Now, I do know what the public is looking like here. The public is going to see this number sitting at 174.5. They're going to look at players like Brianna Stewart. Sabrina Ionescu has made it back on the floor, although she is playing limited minutes. She's going to look at them. They're going to look at Asia Wilson on the other side, Jackie Young on the other side. You also got the point guard, as she's known as, in Chelsea Gray. So I just think that this number is possibly a little bit inflated. And look, another thing is this Lynx team has been struggling. They took a rough loss last night on a buzzer beater to the Sparks by Onyeka Ogwumike. I was on the Liberty in that game. I had them in a lazy on the money line. So when Onyeka made that shot, I was in my feelings. I'm not going to lie to you. So the Liberty have taken 2 in a row heartbreaking losses. They have got to get back to what they have been doing in order to be a winning basketball team. That's going to start with defense between Jonquel Jones and Brianna Stewart. So I look for them to kind of hone in on Asia Wilson. You also have Anissa Smith there in the middle for the Aces as well. So I look for them to focus in on them. They're going to have to keep a body on Chelsea Gray because you can't let her just dish and dime like she wants to. So I think this is going to be a very scrappy game, a heavily competitive game. But I like the under. I think that, first of all, I think this number is low to start with, regardless of what public opinion is. I think this number is low to start with. So I think the books are trying to tell us something here, and I'm going to listen. So I'm going to be on this under 174.5 in that marquee WNBA game. Moving on, and you know we couldn't get out of here without me giving up a World Cup play. So we're going to spread this out over 2 days. So we're gonna make a 2-leg parlay here, one on Tuesday and one on Wednesday. I'm not going to give you a big in-depth breakdown of this. Number one, it's a parlay, but you guys know what the deal is. Starting off tomorrow on Tuesday, we're going to go ahead and take England on the money line. They're in Ghana. They're playing in the city of Boston. The 3 Lions opened up their tournament in explosive fashion. Harry Kane scored a couple of goals, and I think they scored 4 goals, maybe three or 4 goals in their last outing. I do like them to win tomorrow against Ghana. I think Ghana is kind of just happy to be here, but we're going to back England with that. And then we're going to take that and we're going to pair it with a game on Wednesday between Morocco and who was Morocco playing? But anyway, we're going to take Morocco. We're going to take Morocco to win their game and keep us a clean sheet, meaning they don't give up any goals. So that's the play that I like. This Morocco team is ranked number 6 currently in the FIFA World Cup rankings. So I do think they get the job done. I obviously don't like the price on laying out a money line at like minus 650, minus 700. So we're going to back Morocco to get us a win and to keep a clean sheet in their game on Wednesday. So those are the 4 plays. We can go ahead and do a quick recap. Starting off over in the MLB, I'm going to be on the Guardians money line against the White Sox at the minus 111. Second MLB game up, we're going to be taking the Dodgers on the money line against the Twins at the minus 135. Then we're switching over to the hardwood, and we're going to be looking at the Liberty and the Aces to go under 174.5. And then we're going to be suited and booted for 2 days in a row here on Tuesday and Wednesday with our World Cup parlay of England on the money line, parlayed with Morocco to win and keep a clean sheet. I got that parlay at even money plus 100. Hopefully you guys can shop around and maybe even get a better number there. So thank you guys again for tuning in. That's going to do it for me on this Monday. I really do appreciate you guys watching as we all do it. Here's Wizard Sports Picks. So let me end by saying, let's get this cash.